everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing an update to my color challenge series, which is definitely a challenge for me. So if you are unfamiliar, quick recap, but I will also link my intro video, is I'm trying to get more comfortable by using different colored eyeshadows from my Fade into Hue palette from ColourPop. This is kind of what it looks like. I have a number of shades popped out here, but I'm trying to use every shade in here 2 times this year just to experiment with color and try things out, you know, get less scared. So this past month I had 5 eyeshadows that I had in my little Z palette here. So I used these 4 and this one I have not used yet. So this is going to stay in, but I will be rolling 4 new shades in. So let's first of all talk about my experience this month and the different shades and how I used them. I did take photos of all of the looks that I did. So I will be putting those in as I talk through each shade. Okay, so the first one I used, I believe, is Big Smile, which is this yellow shade. It has a little bit of like glitter in it. I believe this is called a sequin eyeshadow, where it's a matte with some sparkle. I ended up using this in the crease. So I did this in the crease and I went a little bold with it, bolder than I would have preferred, but what are you gonna do? So I used that in the crease, and then I had some warm browns with it, and I actually really enjoyed using it that way. It wasn't, I mean, that one was pretty over the top, but if I would have been a little bit more light-handed, I think I would have enjoyed the look a lot more. So then the next day I decided to do the look again, but I brought in this other yellow shade, which is called Bonus Points. And this is, it's a little bit warmer, more like orange, well, than Big Smile. So this is Big Smile and this is Bonus Points. So this one has a little bit more warmth to it and it's a true matte. And I use this in the crease as well. I really, really like that look. It felt a lot more natural than the first attempt, but still I was able to use both of these yellows, which I was excited for. Okay, so then after I got my yellow fixed, I went for the shade Pose, which is kind of like this lemon lime shimmery shade. I use this all over the lid, and I have to say, it really faded throughout the day. So as much as this looked really impactful right off the bat, it did not last on my eyes very well. So by the end of the day, it just kind of looked like some sort of sparkliness was there, but you couldn't really tell the shade, which is okay with me. I mean, it's not the end of the world. I'm not looking to have the most impactful shade all over my lid every single day, but that was something I noticed, was it just didn't last as long. And then the last shade I used was this shade called Designer, which again is one of those sequin ones. And this is kind of like a yellow green. I would call this like an alien green, but I used this on the inner corner and lower lash line one day for a look. So I will put that in. I got a little shy with the inner corner. It was a lot more bold, and then I put another shimmery shade on top of it to tame it down, but I didn't really care for it on my lower lash line. I felt like it kind of made me look a little sickly. So I don't know that I would do that again with this particular shade, but the inner corner kind of grew with me. I feel like I could have used this as a base on the lid and then put maybe a gold or something on top of it. So maybe next time I'll try it that way. So I did use these 4 shades here one time each. So they will be going back into my palette, but they have the opportunity to be rolled in again because I want to use every shade 2 times. So the one shade that I have that is going to be staying this month is this one right here. This is called Haute, and it's just like a shimmery green. This is kind of like a shamrock green, and I'm actually kind of happy to save it. I would like to use it in March for St. Patrick's Day. So let me just get a swatch of this going for my hand here. So this will be the first shade of my new, this is not a quad, it's a quint. 5 shades. So that's going to be the first one. It has a nice shine to it and a nice depth that doesn't pull like too crazy green, but definitely something that I'll be able to incorporate, I'm hoping. I think it's pretty, but I just didn't get around to using it this month. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll in 4 more eyeshadows. So let me get my app here set up and then we will roll those together. Okay, so in my spreadsheet, I have 1 through 47. And I'm just clearing out my history here. So let's go ahead and roll these. So I got 45, 37, 24, and 22. So let me jot these down and figure out those names, and then we will find them on my palette together. Okay, so I have the 4 shades written down, and we're going to find them in the palette together. None of them are ones that I had in this first round, which is exciting. So I have all 4 new shades and then the 1 rollover that I already have here. So the first shade is called Treasure, and oh, okay. So it's this light peach matte shade right here. I think this is going to be super pretty and easy to use. For me, I could see using this like as a wash of color all over the lid and into the crease. I definitely would be interested in trying it out that way. So you know what, I'm actually pretty impressed with the payout of the swatch I just got there. It does pull a little bit more orange than I expected it to. In the pan, I feel like it doesn't look that orange, but still, I think this is going to be pretty and fun for me to use. Okay, so the next shade I got is Majestic, which I think is a purple. Yep, it is. So this one right here is Majestic, this like medium purple, and it does have some shimmer to it. So let's get a little swatch there. Let's sit on the finger. I had pulled this shade out. I tried to dupe the Hocus Pocus palette this year. Let me get a little bit more on this swatch here. And this is one of the shades that I pulled to do that. So it has this really pretty kind of periwinkle base and then a really nice shine when the light hits it. So I'm really excited for that one. I don't know exactly how I'll use it yet. I mean, I could see it being used lower lash line, on the outer half of an eye look. So I'm not really sure exactly what my plans are, but I'm okay with that one. That should be fun. All right, next is 24, which was Art Deco. And let's see here. Oh, okay, I know this shade. This is an orange right here. This is a sequin eyeshadow, and this is like macaroni and cheese orange. This I have had in my, last year I did eyeshadow roulette. I believe that this one rolled in for there. So let's get a swatch of that. Yeah, so that's it down here. Very different than Treasure up top. But I think this will be okay. I remember using this in the crease a little bit, and I thought that worked okay. So I'll probably do that the same way this time. Using this in the crease, kind of like I did with those yellows, I think would be just fine. Okay, and the last shade is, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's this deep purple Zeitgeist? I don't know, I should have looked this up, but it's this deep purple down here. I think I could use this as a liner. I think this would be really, really pretty as like a plum liner. So let's get a swatch of this. Maybe a little bit more. There we go. So that's it down there. I mean, it pulls very deep. So that's why I think using it as a liner would be probably best. I'm definitely looking forward to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop these shades out, put them in my Z palette, and put these ones that I used back in so that I have kind of like the shades here. We can take a look at what they all look like together in this little palette. And then I will also input a clip of these shades just under, you know, light from the window. Sometimes I feel like it changes how things look with the lighting over here at my desk. So let me do those things really quick, and I'll be back to wrap up this video. All right, so this is the shade selection I have going on there with the 4 new shades and the green. Like I said, I think that this is going to be fun. I'm not too scared of the color story yet. We'll have to see how it goes though. My goal is to use, you know, like one of these shades a week. That would get me pretty much able to roll 4 of them out by the next update. And so if I want to reach my goal of using every shade 2 times, I definitely need to be, you know, reaching my goals every month that I check in. But those are going to be the shades for the end of February into March. I will update you guys again towards the middle to late part of March. 20th, 22nd, somewhere in there. I typically like to try to schedule these videos out, but very excited to see these ones come in. It's nice to have something that's not just yellow and green. I was so shocked last time when that happened. So that is going to be it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.